Hey there, softball fans. Joby Hodling here, joined by Coach Polito, head coach for the girls softball team here in Artesia. And Coach, you guys' season is underway. It's early in the season, but you were over in Las Cruces last week. Give the fans a taste of what you guys saw and how you did.
All right, thank you for having me today. Like he said, we were in Las Cruces. We had 4 games. We opened up with Farmington. We started off kind of slow on offense. It took us a little while to get on the board, but once we did, we continued to hit the ball. It was just right at them. Had some really good shots. Defensively, we did really well. I believe it was Michaeli Morion in the circle for us in that game, and she did a really good job keeping them off balance. She threw a no-hitter, or actually I think she had to hit a shutout, and we ended up winning 2-0. And then we faced Centennial at 5 o'clock, and that game was really good too. Kaden had that game, and she pitched a really, really good game that day for us. And same thing, offensively, putting the ball in play, making some things happen. We were up 1-0 for a good chunk of the game. It was started 0-0. Third inning, we scored on an RBI, and we stayed there 1-0 for till the 6th inning. And then we had some defensive miscues where runners got on, and we called time and had a little talk, and we like, hey, we need to figure out what we're going to do on the next play against this next batter, and that was our number 4 hitter, and she beat us. We had beaten her two at-bats prior to that, and she beat us. She hit a 3-run home run to finish the game 3-1. But it was really competitive. Everybody was in the stands either watching our game or watching the Carlsbad game on the field next to us. So that was really exciting just to see the intensity and the competition. I like one-run ball games because that's something that I grew up playing and coaching when I was younger. But it's definitely nerve-wracking from a coaching standpoint because you want to have that cushion, and it helps relieve some of the pressure on your pitchers. So we lost that one, and then we had Carlsbad Saturday morning, and we ended up losing to them 11-4. It was competitive. We had some defensive mistakes, which led to them scoring more runs than we would want, of course. But we had, I think it was 2 home runs in that game, so we were hitting the ball really well. They just came out on top that game. And then we had Cobre to end the weekend, and we finished that game 13-0. Kaden threw that game. Madison threw really well against Carlsbad. So it was really good competition, exciting. We love going to Cruces because we know the competition is going to be good. Mm-hmm. This week we have Carlsbad tomorrow, and so we're looking for a little bit of redemption in that game. We got to see both of their pitchers, so we kind of know what to expect going into tomorrow, so that's what we're going to work on today to prepare. And then we host our tournament Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, and so you had 4 games last week. No, you had 5 because you played last Monday, I believe, against Ruidoso here at home, and now this week 4 more games. So a lot of games here early in the season. We want to make sure everybody knows, come out to the ballpark. You got games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs taking on the competition and in their home tournament. A lot of exciting things happen out here. If you can't make it, we're going to be carrying everything here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs.
At Artesia General Hospital, we want to help you feel better faster. And when prescribed by your provider, IV therapy can be one of the quickest ways to help you feel well again. Our infusion center services include antibiotic or allergen therapies, blood transfusions, and medication infusions for chronic conditions like Crohn's disease and osteoporosis. Whether you choose care at the clinic or hospital, you can expect a highly skilled staff and a private, safe setting with your comfort in mind. Referrals and appointments are required. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/infusion.
If you need a Kubota that works and plays hard, stop looking. You'll find everything you need at Amigo Machinery. When it comes to tough Kubota tractors, mowers, construction equipment, and utility vehicles, all with low-rate financing, Amigo Machinery is your one-stop shop. We are passionately committed to providing our customers with the highest quality products, most innovative solutions, and services delivered with integrity and professionalism. Stop by Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
KJ at first is not a big surprise, but the other McKaylee playing second.
That's Michaela.
Thank you for joining us tonight on KSVP TV as we have the Artesia Lady Bulldogs taking on the Los Lunas Tigers. And if you are watching online, you're probably wondering if you're watching the right game. Los Lunas has their orange jerseys with blue, and then you see a green team in black pants out there. Well, that is the Artesia Lady Bulldogs tonight, as they are in honor of St. Patrick's Day wearing green jerseys. So you're at the right place tonight. Don't go anywhere. Los Lunas coming in tonight 4-2 on the year. They've lost to Rio Rancho and Volcano Vista. They also have defeated Aztec, Del Norte, Valencia, and Cobre for that 4-2 record. Artesia Bulldogs coming in 4-3 tonight. This is the second game in the championship bracket, as Robertson and Silver City played right before this. Silver City defeated Robertson to move to the championship game tomorrow. So we're about to get going here, and I'll give you the lineups and if everybody who's playing in just a second as we get going. But up to bat for the Los Lunas Tigers is number 2.
Kelsey
DeGroff is up, and she is a lefty. Called strike 1. So DeGroff will lead off, and on deck is Natalie Madrid, and the hole is Brooke Baca batting 3rd. Marley Mann's batting 4th. Aubrey Torino batting 5th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. Batting 6th is Sarah Love. 7th, Elia Vigil. 8th, Hayden Garley. And 9th is Trishelle Lujan. 0-2 pitch. Just outside for a ball 1. In the circle for the Bulldogs tonight is Madison Martinez. Maddie has a 15.75 ERA. And that pitch is outside for ball 2. She does come in tonight. 14 hits against her, 15 runs. 12 of those were earned. 2-2 pitch, fouled away. So the count remains 2-2 against DeGroff. In the field for the Bulldogs, we got Haley Tucker in left, Kenna Morrison in center, Jenna Whitmire in right. Perseus Aguilar at 3rd, Mackenzie Cardo at short, Michaela Lujan at 2nd, KJ Ray at 1st. And there, that pitch is fouled off again. Good outside pitches by Martinez that Groff is just fouling out of play. And then we got Elizabeth De La Riva behind the plate tonight for the Lady Bulldogs. Winner of this game moves on to face Silver City tomorrow at 4 o'clock. 2-2 pitch. Outside, so she works count full. De La Riva guarding that line. De La Riva. Perseus Aguilar guarding the third baseline. Full count pitch from Martinez. Right back at her, goes off of Martinez, and she's going to make it to first in time. We're going to give her a hit on that. So they start off the game with a base hit. And that'll bring up number 20, Natalie Madrid. Madrid comes in tonight batting .375 on the year. 6 hits and 7 RBIs. That pitch is fouled off for strike one. We'll see if Los Lunas wants to test De La Riva behind the plate. Usually your leadoff hitter has pretty good speed. 0-1 pitch to Madrid. It's fouled back again. Strike two. Madrid does have 3 doubles and 2 triples on the year. So she has some power and evidently some good speed. The 0-2 pitch from Madison. Swung on. Ground ball down left. Persea knocks it down, and then she can't find the handle on it, so safe at first is Madrid. I'm calling error. I'm hard. So that'll move DeGroff down to second, Madrid on first, and bring up Brooke Baca, batting in the number 3 position in the lineup. Baca coming in tonight, batting .273 on the year. 3 hits and 1 RBI. So no outs here, top of the first. Runners at first and second. Called, strike one on the inside corner. Swing and a miss for strike two. And we called the game, the Goddard game, at noon. It was 45 degrees. Pretty chilly. It's warmed up to about 50 with the sun out, but that sun is fading fast. I think they ran some sunglasses over to Jenna Whitmire in right field. 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Baca's a freshman for the Tigers. Only had 11 at-bats this season. Oh, 2 pitch again is low and bobbled by De La Riva, and their base runners will move. As that just went about 2 to 3 feet to the right of Elizabeth, and just enough for them to advance. Yes, sir. So runners now at second and third, and a 1-2 count to Baca. Swing and a miss. She strikes her out for the first out of the inning. Good pitch by Martinez. Let's move that ball outside. And that'll bring up Marley Maines, the cleanup hitter. Marley Mans, center fielder. Batting .500 on the year. She has 7 RBIs. Looking to pick up 2 more right here. And there it is. Base hit to left center field. One hops the fence. Morrison chases it down, coming into second with it. And sliding in safely is Mans, as she was first pitch swinging that double. So Los Lunas scores first as 2 runs come across on that double by Mans. Los Lunas leads 2-0 now in the top of the first. Now to bring up Torino. With 1 out here. Strike 1 on the outside corner. So 0-1 pitch to Trulino. High. Evens the count at 1-1. Los Lunas is a 5A team. Artesia's 4A. Los Lunas comes in tonight, according to Max Preps, ranked 17th in 5A. Ooh, called strike 2. Good pitch by Martinez. 1-2 the count. Artesia comes in, early season rankings of number 2 in 4A. 1-2 pitch from Martinez. High. Ball 2. Love is on deck and Vigil in the hole for the Tigers and keep this inning going. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Count remained 2-2. For Los Lunas, we got Vigil in left, Mans in center. Ortiz will be playing right tonight for them. Madison set, delivered the 2-2 pitch. Low for ball 3. So we've got a full count here with the runner at second, 1 out, top of the first. Los Lunas has already scored 2 runs to start this game off. Madison with the full count pitch. Swing and a ground ball to short. Carlo fields it, goes across to Ray for the out. And that'll be out number 2. Good play by Carlo, as she did have the runner right in front of her in Mans. And that'll bring up Sarah Love.
Now batting number 9, third baseman Sarah Love.
Mans did advance to third on that. So 2 outs now. Love coming up to bat. She's batting .500 on the year. 6 RBIs. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Both catchers from yesterday are playing third base today.
Love in the front of the box against Martinez. 0-1 pitch. A little high and outside. 1-1 the count. Love is a junior for the Tigers. And that pitch is swung on, just a line drive to Carlo. She easily handles for the 3rd out of the inning. So in the top of the first inning, Tigers got 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1 on. So after 1/2 inning, the Los Lunas Tigers lead 2-0 over the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back with the bottom half of the first.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Art Center offers information on local and area history. The art annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website artesianm.gov/museum or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
All right, we go to the bottom half of the first inning. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs coming up to bat for the first time in the semifinal game in the Artesia Lady Bulldog Military Appreciation Invitational. Kenna Morrison going to lead off the Bulldogs. In the circle is Natalie Duran for the Tigers. Called strike one. Morrison coming in tonight batting .400, 8 hits and 3 RBI and 2 doubles. Morrison has some really good speed. Can cause problems. There's a ground ball to second and a diving stab made by DeGraff. And she's safe. Just not able to make the play over there. Pulled her off the bag. So good hustle by Morrison.
Now batting number 9, the second baseman, Michaela.
So the Bulldogs get the leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Michaela Lujan. Lujan squared around, and Morrison getting back in. That ball goes into right field, but the right fielder is there. Boy, that sun playing havoc on the first base and right field part of the diamond right now. So all of that, was that a ball or a strike? I don't know. We get caught up in the play, so everybody listening probably knows what it was, but I don't. We'll figure out when the umpire gives it to us. Squared around again and then pulled it back, so I know that was a ball. He looked down, yep. 2-0 is the count to Lujan. Morrison giving him some fits on first right now. That pitch is outside again. Morrison, boy, really got a big lead. So the catcher, Garley, threw down to second. It's a heads-up play by her. She throws to first. Morrison heads to second. So 3-0 the count to Lujan. And there goes Morrison, but it's a walk. So Lujan will take the base on balls. Morrison will move down to second. No outs here, bottom of the first, and that brings up Perseus Aguilar. Aguilar on the year for the Bulldogs, batting .450 with 11 RBIs. That pitch from Madrid is ball one. One 1-0 pitch. Boy, she dropped that in there, took some speed off of it, and just dropped it in there for strike one. So Madrid on the year has a 9.33 ERA. She's 1-0 on the year, 1 loss. There's a fly ball to center field, backing up, going back, and that ball is gone. Home run for Aguilar. 3-run shot by Perseus over the center field fence. I didn't. Yes, sir. So Perseus Aguilar steps up, and on a 1-1 pitch, high fly ball to center field that just kept going, and the center fielder out there, Mans, was all the way back at the fence, but it went over. So the Bulldogs take the lead here 3-2 in the bottom of the first with no outs, and that brings up Caden Apodaca. Apodaca batting .348 on the year for the Lady Bulldogs. 8 hits and 6 RBIs. Called strike one. Caden has 1 double and 2 home runs on the year. And there's a ground ball to third base, knocked up in the air by Love, throws across the diamond in time. Boy, good recovery by Love over there on third base to get Apodaca. So that's the first out of the inning, and that will bring up KJ Ray for the Lady Bulldogs with nobody on. And Ray batting .211 on the year with 4 doubles. Called strike one on the inside corner.
I live in the wrong state
That pitch is high and away for ball one. Count evens at 1-1. Ray has 4 hits on the year, 2 RBI, and 4 doubles. So everything, there's a shot down the left or third baseline. Foul. Count goes to 1-2.
That's not true. I like California.
1-2 the count. Right down the middle and a shot back up for a base hit to center field. Nice piece of hitting by KJ Ray.
Now batting number 14, the right
And that will bring up number 14, Jenna Whitmire. Whitmire on the year is batting .429. She got 3 hits, 1 double. We got 1 out here, bottom of the first. Bulldogs lead 3-2. Runner at first, and Jenna takes the ball. On deck for the Bulldogs is Tucker. In the hole, Mackenzie Carlo. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. So in the field for the Tigers, left field, Vigil. Center is Mans, right, Ortiz. Playing third base is Love. Shortstop, Baca. Second, DeGraff. And first is Lujan. Behind the plate, Garley and Madrid in the circle. Jenna takes ball 2. Two-one pitch. Swung on and pulled foul. Third base line. She got good bat on that, but just pulled it foul. Even the count at 2-2. Whitmire, just a freshman for the Lady Bulldogs. Played last year as an 8th grader. Going to see her for a few more years in all the sports.
That's right.
2-2 pitch. And that ball hit her. So that'll move Ray down to second. Jenna will go to first. And Haley Tucker will come up to bat for the Bulldogs with 1 out here and runners at first and second. Tucker batting .300 on the year with 1 RBI. The wind and the pitch just hit down the first baseline, goes through the legs of Lujan, and everybody's safe. So an error on Lujan, and that loads the bases for the Lady Bulldogs. So we got Ray on third, Whitmire on second, Tucker on first, and Mackenzie Carlo coming up to bat with 1 out here in the bottom of the first as the infield wants to get together and talk about it. Carlo coming into this game tonight, batting .188 on the season, 3 hits and 4 RBIs, 1 double and 1 home run. So she has the power, if she gets a hold of it, to do some damage right here for the Lady Bulldogs. Carlo steps in. Madrid ready and delivers the first pitch. Right down the middle for strike 1, or just the inside of the plate, but strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch from Natalie. Is low. Good job by Garley behind the plate to keep that in front of her. 1-1 the count. One pitch. Just a slow roller to second. She'll have to go to first with it, and she does get the out. Does DeGraff to Lujan, but Ray comes across to score for the Bulldogs.
Now batting the catcher, number 18.
So McKenzie with the fielder's choice. That moved Whitmire to third, Tucker to second, and that brings up Elizabeth De La Riva. De La Riva batting .154 on the year for the Lady Bulldogs. 2 outs here. That pitch is inside, and it hit her. So that'll load the bases back up.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Kenna Morrison.
That brings up the number 9 hitter, Madison. Oh, sorry. Go back to, yeah, I got the flex player in there. Back to the top of the lineup with Kenna Morrison. Kenna reached on an error to start this inning. So, yeah, Jimenez came in to pinch run, courtesy run. Yep. So, Nicel Jimenez on first, courtesy running for De La Riva. Throw down to third, diving back in is Whitmire, and she's safe. That was a ball to Morrison. Bases loaded, 2 outs here, bottom of the first. She laid off that high pitch. 2-0 the count.
She got some pop in her bat too, doesn't she?
Yeah, Morrison coming in tonight. She's got 2 doubles on the year. Called strike 1. Madrid with the 2-1 pitch and a swing and a pop-up just left center field, and coming in hard is the center fielder Mans. She makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. But not until the Lady Bulldogs score 4 runs on 2 hits. So after 1, the Lady Bulldogs lead the Los Lunas Tigers 4-2. We'll be back with the top of the 2nd inning.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're in the top of the 2nd inning. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs lead the Los Lunas Tigers 4-2 after that 1st inning. Talking to 2 of the basketball coaches up here. They're helping out. Coach Pollard and Coach Rivera. Up to bat for the Tigers is Vigil, the left fielder. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Vigil coming in tonight, batting .200 on the year. 2 hits, 4 RBI. There's a ground ball down the third base line, but foul. Perseus did a great job of going and getting that, but it was foul. Carlo comes over and tells her nice grab. So that was a long strike. Makes the count 0-2. Vigil's a sophomore for the Tigers. Winding the pitch from Maddie. Got her on a changeup. That was pretty. Got her swinging for the 1st out. Boy, she pulled the string on that one, and her bat was all the way through the zone before the ball even crossed the plate. Now to bring up number 25, Hayden Garley. Garley batting .333 on the year. 2 hits, 1 RBI. Pitch is outside for ball 1. So Los Lunas started off the top of the first. The first 2 batters scored, DeGroff and Madrid. And the Bulldogs were able to shut them down. Got 1 out here in the top of the 2nd. Foul ball off face mask, and Did they just swing and miss that?
I think so. I think she just missed, the catcher just missed it. That's my opinion, what I saw.
1-1 the count to Garley. Defense playing pretty neutral on her. She takes ball 2. Outfield medium depth. Corners hugging those lines. Foul ball for strike 2. I really wanted to say Della Riva missed that one too, but Kevin, I know. It's going to give Kevin a hard time. But I wouldn't say that on the air, Kevin. Okay. All right, 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Fouled back again. Count remains 2-2. 1 out here, top of the second. Two-two pitch from Madison is outside, so the count goes full. It's the third batter she's gone to a full count on, so they are working her quite a bit. She's trying to work the corners of that plate. And full count pitch from Martinez. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. So she got Garley looking for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 10, first baseman Trishelle Anchando Lujan.
Lujan comes up to bat for the Tigers. There's a ground ball between third and short for a base hit. Quickly fielded by Haley Tucker. So a single for Lujan. We'll go back to the top of the order. Kelsey DeGroff comes up. She had a single her first time up. It's getting dark out there, isn't it? Madison with the pitch and fouled away for strike 1. Our infamous Greg Brown down there in maybe the brightest orange jacket I've ever seen in my life. Taking pictures. There's a ground ball just hit right back to Martinez. She throws it over to Ray. Oh, is he calling foul?
Catcher interference, it looks like. Or catcher obstruction, excuse me. Right.
So it might be catcher obstruction is what we're looking at here. We'll let the umpire go talk to Coach Crandall and clarify. So they had made the play. Who's not calling a foul ball. Oh, so okay. So he's calling an illegal pitch, so the pitch doesn't count, so all the other doesn't count either. And that'll be a ball, right?
As far as I understand it, yes.
The count, if we're correct, count will go to 1-1 as they're talking to Madison Martinez. Now, this isn't the same umpire that was talking to the other pitcher earlier, was it?
If it was the last game, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they just switched, didn't they? Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, I don't see anything.
All right, so they clarify with Madison what she needs to do, and I'm sure she'll take care of that. So we'll resume play here with Lujan up to bat, 2 outs. Count is 1-1. Oh, DeGroff, you're right. Thank you, Kevin. 1-1 the count. Swung on and fouled away over the on-deck circle. Count moves to 1-2. Madison gets the signal. And here's the 1-2 pitch. High, evens it at 2-2. Do have Lujan on first. A couple of fans didn't like that call. But they're not the umpire, so it doesn't matter. DeGroff fouls that one away. Count remains 2-2. Keep waiting. Keep waiting to see one of the managers run out of the dugout with the keys to go turn on the lights.
Deuce is wild.
Yeah. All right, 2-2 pitch. Swung on. There's just a flare into left field for a base hit. So second hit of the game for DeGroff. And that will move Lujan down to second and bring up Natalie Madrid.
Now batting number 20, the pitcher, Natalie Madrid.
Natalie reached by way of error in the first inning. Again, Madrid coming in with a .375 batting average with 7 RBIs. 1 double, and she does have 2 home runs. She takes ball 1.
Where do you turn them on at?
Over here. Because she's a kid.
1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball to left. Haley Tucker gets a beat on it and makes the catch to end the inning. So Madrid flies out to left field. So the Tigers had 2 hits, but they scored no runs. They left 2 on. Score 4-2. Lady Bulldogs will go to the bottom of the second.
If your car breaks down, no need to cry, because there's always a pal nearby at Big O. At Big O Tires. Locally owned will get you in gear. That's because you've known us for years at Big O. Big O Tires. Don't need to sweat any extra labor. You can always trust a good neighbor at Big O. At Big O Tires. The best service is part of our code. Need a cup of sugar? We're down the road at Big O. At Big O Tires.
Hurry into your local Big O Tires now through January 29th and buy 3 tires, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Nexen or Aspen tires with installation purchase. That's right. Buy 3, get 1 free. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required, not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted.
All right, welcome back, folks. We are going to the bottom of the second inning. Coming up for the Lady Bulldogs, Michaela Lujan. And Michaela playing second base. She walked her first time up tonight. See if she can get on again to get the bottom of the second going as the Lady Bulldogs lead right now 4-2 over the Tigers. Called strike 1. Lujan, a sophomore for the Lady Bulldogs. There's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit by Lujan. Boy, she just shot that right back up to the left side of the pitcher Madrid in between second and short. And that'll bring up Perseus Aguilar. Perseus had a home run her first time up. Right over center field fence. That home run gives her 4 on the year. The ball outside. Perseus, 450 on the year. 9 hits, 11 RBIs, 3 doubles, and now 4 home runs. She hits that right back to Madrid. She goes to second with it for the force out. So Aguilar hits into the fielder's choice.
Now batting number 24.
1 out here. And that brings up Caden Apodaca. She grounded out to third base in the first inning. Do have Aguilar on first. And that's in the dirt. And Aguilar will go to second. And that's 1 ball to Caden. Madrid, the 1-0 pitch, high and outside. Ball 2. On deck is KJ Ray. Jenna Whitmire in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. High and outside again, so 3-0 count to Apodaca. And Apodaca's got a lot of power. She's got 2 home runs on the year, and I know last year had a lot. She's coming in batting .348 right now. 3-0 pitch. Low. So she'll take first base by way of 4 balls. And that'll bring up number 7, KJ Ray. Ray batting number 5 in the lineup tonight. She had a base hit in the first inning, a single. Looking to get another one right here, and she pops that up in the infield, and Baca just backs up right on the green turf and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 14, the right fielder, Jenna Whitmire.
And that brings up Jenna Whitmire. She was hit by pitch her first time up to bat. Madrid with the pitch and a swing and a ground ball to short. Baca fields it cleanly, throws across high, pulls her off the bag. Lujan, they try to go back to third, and she's safe. Is Aguilar, so everyone's safe. So Jenna reaches by air.
Haley Tucker.
But the runners advance, so the base is now loaded. And Haley Tucker up to bat. And she reached by way of air in the first inning. Haley coming in batting .300 with 1 RBI. That's low for ball 1. So base hit here. Score at least 1 run, possibly 2. And there's a ground ball to Baca. Again, it's short. She throws across this time, and it's in the dirt. Unable to dig that out is Lujan. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, and here comes Whitmire. 3 run score, and into third safely is Tucker. So another error on the throwing by Baca. And the Bulldogs, Aguilar scores, Apodaca scores, and Whitmire scores. So the Lady Bulldogs take a 7-2 lead now in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. You put that ball into play, and you never know what's going to happen, and that's just what we saw. Somewhat of a routine ball just into the turf over there to Lujan, unable to dig that out, and 3 runs come around. And that brings up Mackenzie Carlo, who hit into a fielder's choice her first time up. That pitch is a good little dribbler down third baseline. Coming up hard is Love, and unable to make that play. That's an error. But it will put Carlo on first.
Now batting the catcher, number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva.
Tucker had to stay on third as that ball was right on the third baseline. And that brings up Elizabeth De La Riva, who was hit by pitch her first time up. That pitch is swung on and fouled away. Boy, the Bulldogs first and second pitch swinging this second inning. Seven to 2, Lady Bulldogs lead. That pitch is strike two. The 0-2 count to Elizabeth. Natalie with Wine in the pitch. Swung on. Shot to shortstop. Boy, Baca stayed in front of that, and it came off of her and went to her right. That's a base hit right there. I'll go with Kevin. Tucker does come across the score. Carlo went down to second. They're going to check out Baca, as that was a shot that went off of her, and her coach is talking to her. So with 2 outs here, the Bulldogs scored 2 more runs. Score is now 8 to 2. Yeah, it's 8 to 2. Bulldogs lead. And we're going to go to back at the top of the order with number 2, Kenna Morrison, coming up to bat as soon as they talk to Baca and give her time, check her out, and it looks like she's going to be okay. She's going back out to shortstop. Umpire over talking to the Tiger coaches. Coach Polito listening in from her box. Umpire's going to throw her a ball and ask her, I guess, to throw it over to first or something to see if she can throw. And she does, so I guess he's just making sure she's okay, which is the umpire's responsibility to do, so doing his job. We got runners at first and second. And Morrison up to bat. Morrison reached by air and flew out to center field. She takes ball 1. That pitch is outside for ball 2. Well, Garley set up out there, and Madrid hit the spot. It was just too far outside. 2-0 pitch. Down the middle, and the ground ball fielded by shortstop, and thought she was in there in time, but they called her out. As Baca fielded that, dove, I believe that's Carlo over there, and they called her out on the tag, and umpires are going to get together and talk about it. I don't know about y'all. Does that look safe from up here, this vantage point?
Looks safe.
Yeah.
Unless he says there was a tag.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell him.
Oh, it does call her safe.
Okay. Guess I shouldn't have taken all that off of there. Who's it? Michaela?
Yeah.
So Morrison reaches, goes to first. That moves Carlo to third and De La Riva to second. So bases loaded now for Michaela Lujan. As Tiger coach, we got number 28 going into right field. I don't know. So Delgado goes out to right. Is that right?
Your attention, please. Now playing right field for Los Lunas, number 28, Haley Delgado. Now batting for your Bulldogs, it's number 9, the second baseman.
Okay.
Michaela Lujan.
They changed the shortstop, didn't they?
I couldn't tell if they came with it.
She doesn't look the same.
Looks like it, yeah. They must have put shortstop to.
The right fielder to short.
Yeah, they must have run right field to short, so the sub is for
Baca. And who was in right again? It was
Ortiz, the flex.
Ortiz, yes. So best we can figure, and we'll confirm in a minute as soon as we can. I think Ortiz went to short. Delgado went to right.
Number 2. Who's number 2? That's who's at short. Yeah.
That's DeGroff then.
No, then they moved DeGroff over and brought the
Yep.
right fielder second.
So DeGroff goes to short. Good eyes, Candace. It's important to them. Bases loaded. Strike one to Lujan. Lujan walked her first time up and singled her second time. Madrid with the wind and the pitch is low. Good job by Garley. Ball one. 1-1 the count. 1-1 pitch from Madrid. Swung on, a ground ball too short. DeGroff fields that, goes across cleanly for the third out of the inning. But not before the Lady Bulldogs score 4 more runs in the bottom of the second. Score now 8-2 Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back with the top of the third.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
If your car breaks down, no need to.
When it comes to your business, Big O Tires knows how important it is to keep your commercial vehicles moving. Why not take your fleet vehicles to the team you trust? Big O Tires has a wide tire selection, offers quality automotive services, and provides priority appointments. With over 60 years experience, our technicians will get your operation back in action quickly. Roll into Big O Tires, your one-stop shop for all your commercial vehicle needs.
We're going to go to the top of the third. And so we got Delgado coming up, correct? And she is batting for Baca.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Lady Tigers, it is number 28, the right fielder, Haley Delgado.
So Haley Delgado inserted with Baca being injured after that hard drive. And she hits a little bloop to Carlo. Carlo easily makes that out for out number 1.
Now batting number 17, the center fielder, Marley Mann.
And that'll bring up Marley Mans. Marley doubled her first time up tonight. Madison Martinez in the circle with the wind and the pitch, called strike one. So earlier today we saw Goddard defeat Bernalillo 6-5. Cobre defeated Deming 8-3. And Robertson, there's a shot to right center field, and running hard and making a great diving catch is Mans. Wow, that was just great as she laid her body out to make that tough catch out there. I'm sorry, that was Morrison. I looked at the wrong line. I was going, we're out there. That was Kenna Morrison. Yeah. Kenna Morrison with a great, she covered a lot of ground with her speed and just dove for that ball and made the catch. Second out of the inning, and that brings up number 23, Chirino.
What's the count? I'm sorry.
Ball 1 to her. 2 outs here in the top of the third. No runners on. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 the count. One pitch. Ball 2. Two 2-1 pitch from Martinez. Right down. Oh, said it was high. It was right down the middle. It's just high. 3-1 to count. Nobody on here. Bulldogs lead 8-2, top of the third. Martinez with the pitch, and that's called strike 2. So the count goes full. Torino grounded out to shortstop, her first time up tonight. The wind and the pitch, and there's a slow ground ball hit the second. Lujan easily comes up, throws over to Ray for the third out of the inning. So 3 up, no hits, 3 down, no runs. Score remains 8-2, Lady Bulldogs over the Tigers. We're going to go to the bottom of the third inning.
Artesia High School Bulldogs Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
All right, leading off the bottom of the third is number 15, Perseus Aguilar. Perseus had a home run in the first inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Natalie Madrid still in the circle for the Tigers as that pitch is inside. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. Perseus has scored 2 runs tonight. Again, comes in batting .450 as she watches ball 3. So big hitters count for her. Guarantee you Coach Polito's giving her the green light. 3-0 count. Wind and the pitch right down the middle, and I said that, and she took that. I don't know. I don't think she was told not to. She just took it. 3-1 the count. Apodaca's on deck. Swing and a ground ball down third. Nice dive by Love, but unable to throw it. And then she throws it away, and going to go to second is Aguilar. Delgado was there to back it up, but she throws it to the pitcher. So a single for Aguilar. Goes to second on the throwing error by Love. Boy, Love did a good job of getting to that ball, went off her glove into the foul territory. Probably should have held on to that, but you want to try to make a play. I understand that. Caden Apodaca up to bat. She grounded out to third and walked and scored her second time up. Called strike 1. KJ Ray on deck. Jenna Whitmire in the hole for the Bulldogs. 0-1 pitch. Behind her is a ball, and going down to third is Aguilar. She's very aggressive on the bases. 1-1 the count. So Apodaca batting .348. Pitch is inside for ball 2. She got 6 RBIs so far. Got one waiting for her on third base, and Aguilar. That pitch is inside for ball 3. 3-1 count. And we're in the bottom of the third, no outs. Bulldogs lead 8-2. Runner on third, and the cleanup hitter at bat. Called, strike 2. Count goes full. So the payoff pitch from Natalie Madrid. Swung on and ground ball to third. Love fields it. Aguilar makes her look at her, and she throws across and gets the out at first, and Aguilar comes home and scores.
Oh, wait, is it 9? Is it 9?
So it's 9-2 now. As Apodaca grounded out 5-3. And that's the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up KJ Ray with nobody on. And that hits her. So Ray will take first base. So I'm sure everybody can hear Kevin up here. And that brings up Jenna Whitmire. Jenna Whitmire was hit by a pitch in the first inning, reached by way of error in the second. She did score after getting on. Squared around a bunt, and that pitch was outside for ball 1. So Coach Polito just putting pressure on the defense here with the bunt. Love playing in at third. That pitch is high and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Whitmire. Outfield fairly deep for Whitmire. And she squares around the bunt, puts down the Godun. Fielded by Madrid, goes to first and got her in time, but that did advance Ray down to second. Boy, just barely got Jenna at first, but they did get her.
Now batting number 1, the left fielder, Haley Tucker.
And that'll bring up Haley Tucker. And Haley has reached twice by way of error tonight. She did score in the second inning. So 2 outs with KJ on second base. And we're going to question the call. I thought there was a question whether she got pulled off the bag or not or touched it in time. But that's from up here. So we'll see. They're going to call her safe. I wonder, so Jenna is going to get a hit on the bunt. Good thing I bring an eraser. So Jenna with a single, and that will bring up Haley Tucker with runners at first and second with only 1 out in the bottom of the third. Called strike 1 on the inside corner. That pitch is bunted right in front of the plate again. Madrid fields it. She does get it there in time this time to get the out on Tucker, but it advanced the runners as Whitmire went to second and Ray goes to third.
Number 12, Mackenzie Carlo.
So that sets up runners at second and third for Mackenzie Carlo. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Carlo had a fielder's choice in the first inning, reached by way of error in the second. Madrid taking her time. Now she'll deliver. Called strike one on the inside corner. De La Riva is on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. Morrison in the hole for the Bulldogs. They can keep this inning going. That's inside. Good job by Garley. Block that pitch. 1-1 the count. High and outside. 2-1 the count. Silver City did defeat Robertson right before this game 3-0, so they move on, awaiting the winner of this game for the championship game tomorrow. There's a base hit, left center field. KJ Ray will score. Whitmire will come around and score, and a stand-up double for Carlo. And 2 RBIs. So now it's 11-2. Lady Bulldogs. And that'll bring up Elizabeth De La Riva. After that double by Carlo. Swing, and there's a drive to left field, base hit. Coming around third is Carlo, coming home safely on that. You going to give her a double on that, Kevin? Is that?
Give her a single.
Yeah.
Move over on the throw.
Okay, that's a single, but an RBI single as Carlo came around to score.
Courtesy running for Artesia, number 6, Nicelle Jimenez.
Jimenez will come courtesy run again for De La Riva at second. Back to the top of the order for the Lady Bulldogs with 2 outs here, now leading 12-2. Pitch is outside. Ball 1 to Morrison. Kenna tonight reached by way of error, flied out to center field, and had a fielder's choice in the third inning. So her 4th time up to bat already. There's a swing, and there's another base hit to left field. And left fielder gets by Vigil out there. Easily coming around to score is Jimenez, and going into third, standing up, is Morrison. So the Bulldogs, boy, just 3 hits in a row to left field, right between short and third, and Los Lunas coach Ortiz is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Who? Is in the Coda Beltrons in the 3-point contest in the All-Star game. And we got Coach Rivera and Coach Pollard watching, so we'll see how she does. Really proud of Coda. Senior this year, leader on the girls basketball team. So the coach Ortiz talks to everyone, and they will go back out to their positions. The Bulldogs leading now 13-2. And we have a runner on third base in Morrison. And Lujan coming up to bat for the Lady Bulldogs. Lujan walked in the first, had a single in the second, grounded out to short in the third. The pitch is inside for ball 1. Swung on, and there's a shot to left center field, just hits the bottom of the fence. Run comes around to score, and Lujan's in standing up with the double. So that scores Morrison. Score now is 14-2 Lady Bulldogs. And that brings up Perseus Aguilar. 2 out still, bottom of the third. Perseus had a home run in the first, field of choice in the second, and a single in the third. She scored 3 runs already in this game. If they can keep it going, Apodaca's on deck, and Ray is in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. As we got a timeout right now. And we're going to have a pitching change as number 1 is going to go into the circle. And that will be Lena Lujan going into the circle. And Lena comes in tonight with a 10.5 ERA. She's pitched basically 2 outs of 1 inning. Gave up 3 hits and 1 run. And Lujan comes in, and she is a senior for the Tigers, so she is going to be in the circle for them. So Artesia Lady Bulldogs really just bats are on fire tonight so far. They scored 4 in the first, 4 in the second. They scored 6 so far in the third inning. And we got number 15, Perseus Aguilar, up to bat now for the Bulldogs. Lujan, a righty. Inside for ball 1. How'd she do? Do y'all know?
She made 12.
She made 12. Coda made 12 3-pointers. There's a pop-up to center field. Coming in hard is Mans, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Coming around from second to score is Lujan. Perseus with the Texas Leaguer. And that'll bring up number 24, Caden Apodaca. Score now is 15-2. Bulldogs lead. And that pitch is inside. Ball 1. 1-0 count to Apodaca. That pitch is inside. Oh, throw down to first. Might have had her as Aguilar had a big lead down there, but the throw went off of Lujan's glove. Apodaca tonight grounded out to third, walked, and grounded out to third. So Two and 1 to count to Apodaca. Swing and pulled down the third baseline foul. So Apodaca steps back into the box with a 2-2 count. 2 outs here, bottom of the third, runner at first. Swing, and she pulls that one foul. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bulldogs leading 15-2 right now in the bottom of the third. Sets up outside, and she pulls that one foul. Yeah, it's really hard to pull that outside of a pitch. Foul left. That's hard to do. That'll drive a coach crazy right there, I'll tell you that. So the count remains 2-2. Lujan with the wind and the pitch. Swung on, and she pulls that one way foul on the left side. 4 foul balls in a row by Caden.
So she has the second most.
Still got Aguilar on first. 2 outs here. Lujan with the wind and the pitch. She waited on that one and drove it into left field for a base hit. Good job of hitting by Apodaca. She just fought off those pitches, found the one she liked, and hit a single into left field. That moves Aguilar down to second. Apodaca on first and brings up KJ Ray. Ray has singled tonight in the first. Had a line drive to shortstop in the second and was hit by a pitch in the third. Ray has scored 2 runs tonight. As Garley will go out to talk to Lujan. Ray comes in tonight. So 15-2 is the lead with runners at first and second for the Lady Bulldogs, with the senior KJ Ray stepping in. Lujan with the wind and the pitch. High and outside for ball 1.
As of right now, Coda is sitting in second.
Coda is sitting in second place in the 3-point contest there at the All-Star game. And that goes behind KJ Ray. It misses her, but the runners advance on the wild pitch. Ball 2. So 2-0 the count to Ray. Runners at second and third. And that is a wild pitch back to the screen. Coming home is Aguilar, and she slides in safely. So Aguilar scores her 4th run of the game, and Ray gets the RBI. Count goes to 3-0, and Apodaca went down to third. So 3-0 pitch to Ray. We do have Whitmire on deck and Tucker in the hole, and that's ball 4.
Now batting right fielder number 4.
And that'll bring up Jenna Whitmire. Whitmire's been hit by a pitch in the first, reached by air in the second, scored a run. She got a bunt single in the third, came around to score. Now her 4th time up as the umpire is over talking to the They're double checking. We got a light out on the scoreboard up there, or a couple lights anyway. So it is 16-2. Because, and the reason they're asking is there's a rule in the tournament, if you're up by 15 after 3, then that will be the ball game. So if we score one more run, the game will be over. And we got a runner on third and a runner on first, and Whitmire up to bat. Strike 1 called on the inside corner. Strike 1. It's okay. That pitch is wild pitch, gets by, and that's going to be the game, folks, as Ray comes in to score for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs are going to win this game 17-2 and move to the championship game tomorrow against Silver. So we're going to take a break, be back with some stats right after this.
If a sports injury is keeping you from the physical activities you love, the sports medicine team at Artesia General Hospital can help. Their orthopedic specialists and physical therapists work closely with you throughout diagnosis and treatment. No matter the injury, from ACL injuries, golfers and tennis elbow to foot and ankle pain, they'll get you back in the game. Appointments are available in Artesia or Carlsbad. Request an appointment at artesiageneral.com/sports.
We take the worry out of buying pre-owned vehicle with a 139-point inspection and backed with a 3-day money-back guarantee. You can't make a bad decision shopping at Roswell Ford, home of the Tailgate Nation.
Hi folks, Larry Skane, Service Manager at Roswell Ford. Our mobile service van turns your driveway into a service bay. All work is performed by Ford factory-trained technicians. Call Roswell Ford today to schedule your no-hassle mobile service appointment.
All right, welcome back, folks. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs defeat the Los Lunas Tigers tonight, 17-2. For the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, Kenna Morrison, 1 for 4 on the night. Michaela Lujan, 2 for 3. And let me go back up. Morrison scored 2 runs. Lujan was 2 for 3, scoring 2 runs. Perseus Aguilar was 3 for 4, and she scored 4 runs tonight. She had a home run, a single, and another single. Apodaca was 1 for 3 tonight with a single and 2 runs scored. KJ Ray was 1 for 3 tonight with a single and 2 runs scored. Jenna Whitmire was 1 for 3 tonight. She had a single and 2 runs scored. Haley Tucker was 0 for 3. She did reach by air one time, so she scored a run. Mackenzie Carlo was 1 for 3. She had a double and scored when she was on base that time. And Elizabeth De La Riva was 2 for 2 tonight. And her courtesy runner, Jimenez, did score once tonight. And then in the circle tonight for Madison Martinez, I've got her, and of course these aren't official, but I got her. She 4-hit the Los Lunas Tigers tonight, but it was with a great defense because she only struck out 3. So the defense played extremely well behind Madison tonight. So what that does is that puts Artesia into the championship game tomorrow against Silver, and that is what we kind of anticipated if everything went the way it should, because in preseason rankings, Silver is ranked number 1 and Artesia is ranked number 2 in 4A right now. So early season, we know that, but you got the number 1 team against the number 2 team going to be matching up tomorrow around 4 o'clock right here. If you can make it out to the Mac Chase Complex, come to watch the softball game. I know it's going to be a good one. In other action tomorrow, we have Bernalillo playing Deming at 10 a.m., Goddard playing Cobre at 12, and Los Lunas playing Robertson at 2. But as for tonight, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs 15-run rule the Los Lunas Tigers 17-2. We'll be back with the Goddard game in the morning right here on KSVP TV at noon, and then we'll have the championship game at 4 o'clock right here. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow out here at the park. If not, you can watch online.